Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and also I hope that you consider subscribing. And if you are not new to my channel and you are a faithful subscriber, I appreciate you for returning to check your girl out. So in today's video, we are just going to be talking about two different questions that I received under two different videos, and I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know what the questions are. So if you had any suggestions or if you had any feedback in regards to it, you can leave it down below. I believe that this channel is here to help everyone, not just one particular person. So if you have any ideas, any suggestions on what the question is about, and if you can offer your input as well, please do so. Leave it down below in the comment section. So the first question is it necessary to have a savings account? So with NACA requires you to have a designated account to be able to determine how you're saving and spending your income. So when it comes to NACA, you want to have a designated account specifically for the purchase of a home. You don't want to be dibbling and dabbling in and out of that account, using it to go buy groceries, using it to pay your bills. You want to have a separate account that is going to be specifically for the purchase of your home. Because when it comes down to NACA wanting to see that you are accumulating your savings, they want to see that you are not spending any of that money that is set aside for your minimum required funds, for your payment shock, for your closing costs. All of that is about the same, but they want to make sure that you are not spending any of that money. So a savings account isn't necessary, but you want to have some type of account, whether it's a checking account or a savings account. You want to make sure that you are not spending that money. You want to make sure that that balance is growing continuously every month or every week or however you get paid. I know for me and my husband, every time we got paid, we put a certain amount of money specifically into a separate savings account where we did not touch it. The only thing we did was put money in that account. We did not pay bills from that account. We didn't do anything but deposit money. Now, we also transferred money. So for instance, I transferred my amount that I was putting into our savings account. I transferred it from one account to the next. My husband had his go directly when he got paid from his check straight into the savings account. So you want to make sure that the only thing that NACA sees as far as any activity in that account is transfers that is accumulating your savings account or checking account, or direct deposit that is accumulating that account. They don't want to see any withdrawals unless it's for the purchase of a home. So when, in my case, the only withdrawal that I made, me and my husband made from our savings account was when it came down to giving our earnest deposit of $7,500. And of course, we had to provide proof to NACA showing that we took $7,500 out of our savings account because it was for our earnest deposit for the home. But other than that, we did not withdraw any money from the account. So yes, a savings account or a checking account is so necessary to have because NACA wants to see that you are diligent in saving your money and that you will have the required amount of funds or the minimum required funds when it comes down to closing. And also, they're not going to submit your file to the underwriter for approval until they see that you have those funds built up, or you can provide proof that by the time it's time for closing, you're going to have those funds. So it's just best to have a separate account aside from the account where you pay your bills, where you go get groceries, or if you're going out to eat or whatever the case may be, or going shopping. You want to have a separate account, separate for the purchase of a home. Okay, and the second question that we're going to be talking about today is one of my subscribers left a comment asking, can you have a payment arrangement with student loans? Now, in my case, my student loans were in deferment when I was going through the process of buying a home. So what NACA requested from me, since my loans were in deferment, I had to contact whoever the company is. I can never think of the name of it, but I had to contact the company. I had to request for an estimated amount, what my monthly payment will be per month. Now, I guess you can say that is a payment arrangement, I'm assuming, because you're paying back the money that you borrowed when you were in school. So NACA is going to ask you to provide that kind of proof showing what your payments will be when your loans come out of deferment. A lot of people don't think that you can get a home with student loans, or if you are approved for a loan for a home, you may not be approved for that much, but that's not true, because your loans can go into deferment during the time that you are trying to purchase a home. In my case, my loans were already in deferment when we were going through the process to purchase a home. So like I said before, I just had to provide proof showing what my estimated monthly payment will be once the loans come out of deferment. So you are able to buy a home with student loans if you are already paying on the loans. And if your loans are in deferment, you are still able to purchase a home and get approved through the NACA program. Because hello, I did it. So if I did it, you can do it as well. So all it's going to do is, what NACA is going to do is, they're going to see the total amount that you owe in student loans. The entire amount, not just for one loan or two loans. They're going to add up all of the loans that you have taken out so far that you have left to pay on. And they're going to include that into your debt to income ratio. And that is how they will figure what you are approved for when it comes down to the purchase of a home. And so it is so possible that you can buy a home with student loans. Like I said before, my loans were already in deferment. So I'm assuming that you would just have to contact the institution that has your loans, your student loans, and just let them know to see if you can request for your loans to go into deferment, and just let them know that it just needs to be in there for a specific time frame, or they'll let you know how long your loans can go into deferment. So those are the two questions that I picked today. There were several other questions that I wanted to go over, but I will say that for another time. So if you have any questions in regards to the NACA program, the home buying journey, my experience, or if you just have questions in regards to what to expect when you get to a certain point, feel free to drop your questions down below in the comment section. I always respond right away to your questions. And if for some reason I don't respond to your question, I am not ignoring you. It's just sometimes you may leave a comment and for some reason I'll see it, but then when I get ready to respond to it, I don't see the comment. It just disappears. So don't think that I'm ignoring you. It's just that if I don't respond for some reason, YouTube is doing something crazy and I can't see your comment when I get ready to respond. So I do apologize for that. But I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up and also consider subscribing, because we are growing over here and I want you to come and grow with us and be a part of the community that gives back to others. So I will see you guys in my next video.